Welcome to the Pop Agenda, where we cover everything under the sun of pop culture. Thank you so much for meeting with me today. I absolutely love you and your music. It's so fire. Could you please introduce yourself and let us know what you do and where we can find you?
Hello, everybody. My name is Minnie Van Driver. I am 20 years old. I am a music producer, recording artist, whatever you want to call it. I am from Wichita, Kansas. You can find me on Spotify, Instagram, anywhere you listen to music. I make music for weirdos, furries, gay people, transsexuals, whatever you want to be. You can listen to my music.
Yes, love that. We love the dolls here. We love the LGBTQ plus and all the weirdos. So let's get straight into it. If you went on tour, what's the absolutely most ridiculous item that you would have on your tour rider? So for me, mine would be, well, I have two. Mine would be a case of blueberries that has to be on sale for $1 and a jar of pickled ginger.
Ooh, that's hard. Probably my PlayStation 2. I gotta have my gaming consoles. And I love my nostalgia.
Yes. So do you like Crystal Castles and do you like Sophie?
Speaking of which, give me 1 second. I have my Sophie vinyl. And then, I don't know, I'm not gonna take up time, but I literally have a Crystal Castles vinyl right behind my Sophie vinyl.
I freaking love Sophie and Crystal Castles. They're two huge inspirations of mine.
Me
What
too.
would you say is your favorite Sophie song?
I think my favorite Sophie song is probably Is It Cold in the Water? It's so emotional. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, she's really great. My favorite ones, I think it's called Immaterial or Material Girl,
Yes.
Immaterial. Yeah. And then Reason Why. It's your life, it's your life. Reason why.
It's just beautiful.
Where do you write your lyrics? Do you have like a notes app? Do you journal? Do you do a little bit of both?
You know how Logic has the like built-in little notes feature? I usually jot my ideas down in that, but sometimes when I'm at work, I'll write down my lyrics when I'm bored at work in my notes app on my phone. I come up with my best ideas when I'm bored most of the time.
Me too. I've written like countless songs while on the clock. My notes app is like it's a big mess of a bunch of lyrics. What's the best new movie you've seen recently?
Ooh, definitely Obsession, I think. I went I know, I saw you were like posting about it, and I was like, wait, because we're twinning, because I love Obsession.
I love Obsession. It's so good. I think it's like okay, I've it's like a hot take, but I personally think it's the scariest movie that I've seen since I was a child watching the original Exorcist. I feel like just take it at face value and it's like someone's obsessed and it's obsessive girlfriend, whatever. That is not the story. But like what did you like about it?
I loved the soundtrack. It was really beautiful, but I also loved how it kind of showed almost the male gaze and like how Bear manipulated Nikki. That was like really scary to me, which like you said, I don't think many people like saw that because like that was real scary.
Right. It's like the scariest part of that is like that she was robbed of her autonomy. And then not only like full bodily autonomy, like all he cares about is manipulating her and getting what he wants at the cost of essentially her soul. That's what I feel made it like such a scary movie. So how do you relax?
Well, I usually relax at the end of the day after work. I love a good bubble bath. I put on my little playlist. I have my two playlists, my EDM playlist or my like sad girl playlist. But I've been listening to EDM because it's summer. Got to be in the good mood. And I take a little bubble bath,
Yes.
and then I lay in bed and I've been watching like random depressing movies. I love a depressing movie.
I love that too. I love a good sad story. It's just so captivating. And it's like also scary movies for me are a huge way for me to relax. I'm like, oh my gosh, all this craziness happening on screen, but it's not happening to me. Thank you. Whew. I love a good bubble bath too. So where's your dream vacation and what would you spend it doing?
Oh, my dream vacation is Japan, and I think I would spend it shopping and eating. I think I would probably spend way too much money on clothes and food. Like, I love Japanese street fashion. Like, I've researched those Fruits magazines, I think they're called. They're like a vintage street fashion magazine from Japan that like document like uh street fashion from like Shibuya and Tokyo and stuff, and they just have the coolest style from then. I just want to go vintage shopping and
I love fucking up Big Macs alone in my car. How many times have you bought a Big Mac and ate it alone in your Escalade?
no, because hear me out. I actually did this recently. I went and I bought like a 10-piece chicken nugget from McDonald's, and I watched Trisha Paytas mukbangs in a McDonald's parking lot in the middle of the night. Because I just needed to like get away from things for a little bit. I was like, I need this right now. I need my alone time.
That's such an iconic moment. I love eating in my car alone, putting on a good video, and just like living the life.
It's really something I feel like everybody needs to do at least once. It's like good and relaxing. You can align like your chakras. You know what I mean?
Yes. Who's your favorite music artist or band right now?
My favorite music artist. I could go on and on about this. I'd say, can I do my top three?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, my top three favorites right now are there's this dubstep. She doesn't do just dubstep, but her name is Violet Pony. She released this album in 2025 called Love and Pony Step, which I think is a masterpiece. She's a very talented producer. And then Debbie McCallion is another artist that I just love. She's been around for quite a while and she has like different aliases. She is awesome. Then Ethel Cain, of course. I love Ethel Cain. She's like my girl crush. I love her. And I've seen her live twice, so I'm like a devoted fan.
Yeah, she's definitely a legend. If your music was an alcoholic drink, what would it be?
That's hard. Something trashy. Maybe like a vodka Red Bull or a Four Loko.
Oh, love that. I could so see your music represented as a Four Loko. What was the
Thank
weirdest
you.
place or situation you've had a melody or lyric come to you?
What's like the craziest thing I can say on here?
You can say anything.
I was gonna say maybe when I was like sleeping with my ex.
Okay, yes. Inspirational moment. Yeah. Like I feel like in moments like that, I'm just full of like creativity at that point.
Yeah, because sometimes I get a little bored. Like,
Right. You're like, I have this time here. Let's no.
no, literally.
Somewhat dissociating, but not really. Not
No,
in a consensual way.
yeah, actually.
So every artist has an origin story. What was the moment you realized that you wanted to dive into music?
So it's kind of basic, I feel like, for like the type of music I make. But when I first discovered Aisha Erotica, I was like, I think I was like probably 13-ish, which is too young to be listening to that type of music. But I was like, I want to make music like this. And then I downloaded BandLab probably when I was 14 and started messing around with loops and started like doing that. And then I switched to GarageBand, and then I eventually got a MacBook and got Logic when I was 15, and then started producing my own stuff actually. So it all came from discovering Aisha Erotica on SoundCloud in 2019, which I know it's basic, but she is an icon. I don't care what you say. Her production is next level.
She literally is an icon. We owe this to Aisha Erotica. Shout out to Aisha Erotica for inspiring you. Your artist name, Minnie Van Driver, is cunty and memorable. Can you share the story of how you chose the name and how it sets the tone for the energy of your music?
Well, I got the name in 7th grade. So I used to be really big into drag back in the day. I'm not really doing that much anymore, since I like started transitioning a year and a half ago-ish. But when I first started doing drag in middle school, my old friend Avery, we were trying to come up with a drag name for me, and she was like, "What if you were Minnie Van Driver?" And I was like, "Wait, that's kind of genius. I like that." So we were sitting in math class, and I was like, "I think I'm gonna stick with Minnie Van Driver. I like this, Avery. I like this." So I just stuck with Minnie Van Driver, and it stuck because it's catchy and it's kind of funny. So. And I kinda play off of it sometimes. I, like, use Minty Van Fresh because it's kinda funny.
I love that. It sounds like a lot of your inspiration comes during times where like you said, you mentioned working or when you're at school, does like feeling like you're bound to something, being forced to do something, does that inspire like creativity for you?
It definitely does, I feel like. 1,000,000%, I would say.
Yeah, I'd totally agree for me as well. Who and what are your biggest influences and who did you grow up listening to? What shaped your musical DNA besides Aisha Erotica, the Queen?
With my dad, I grew up listening to a lot of dad rock. My mom, I grew up listening to a lot of like Britney Spears and Lady Gaga. To this day, I have a very diverse music taste. So like I'm kind of influenced by both. With the stuff I'm making now, I kind of like to have like a little bit of a darker theme in my like unreleased stuff, which I guess could go back to like the emo dad rock stuff, but still with a very pop sound. And I'd love to use some influence from like EDM dubstep stuff, like Skrillex. I love Skrillex. Skrillex is a huge influence on me. Scary Monsters and Nice Sprites era specifically.
Literally. That brings me to ask you about your song. I was thinking like this kind of sounds like Skrillex, your song Handpicked. It like
Yes.
it has such dubstep influence. I'm like, this is literally sounds like Skrillex. I'm not saying that like it sounds just like someone else in a bad way, but I'm saying it sounds like really good. Like you really captured that sound, and it's one of the songs of yours that really stands out to me.
I love that song. That's actually my favorite song I've ever made. And that song, actually, when I sent it to my friend Maple, I was like, girl, do you want to help with this song? I sent her an unreleased Jeffree Star song called In My Pocket for inspiration. And that's how she made that instrumental. And it just ended up sounding so like juicy and like EDM like. And like I think the plucks are very dubstep, like Skrillexy sounding. I don't know how to describe it, but yes, I love it. It's so fabulous, and it does have that. It does have that sound. I feel like it definitely does have that influence.
1,000,000%. It's so good. So your musical journey spans several years, with your track In My Car Beat Beat dropping back in 2021. Looking back at your earlier era, how do you feel your identity or approach to your work has evolved between that and your most recent songs?
I definitely think I first started making music as kind of a joke, especially with like my track Let's Destroy Them. I go back and forth on deleting that song every day because I just think that song is trash. And I made that song as a joke. It was kind of like a practice run at producing. It was my first song I ever made on Logic. I definitely started making music kind of as a joke. And then within my car, asked Baby Alex, my favorite person to collaborate with ever. And I was like, do you think you could help me write and produce this song? And she was like, yes, girl, yes. And she wrote that. And it's like kind of jokey, but it's still like a little bit of a banger. Like, I love that song. But then I think it ended up becoming more of a thing after I was like, actually, I really love doing this. Wait, like I took it more seriously over time. I think I'm now taking it too seriously where I'm kind of hypercritical of myself.
Okay, so from Cheerleader and OMG to your track Superstar and my personal favorite, Miss Minnie V, you've built a distinct sonic universe. How would you describe your overarching theme of this era to a listener discovering your music for the first time?
I would say that era of songs is, I mean, it's from my mixtape Diva, and I'd say they're songs to make you feel like a diva. They're just like fun pop songs that are really just upbeat and catchy that you can just dance in your room to. I mean, when I made them, I would just dance alone in my room to them. You know what I mean? So I would
Yes.
say just fun, dance alone in your room or dance with your friends alone in your room to them. 'Cause why not? It's a free world.
Heck yes. See, that's exactly what we need, like the world needs right now, like fun, happy, danceable music, and I think you're great at it. Was there a time you weren't as good at your craft as you are now, and what did you do to get to the level that you're at now?
Definitely. When I first started, I was like real trash, but like we all start trash, you know what I mean? You got to start somewhere. And I would
Right.
say the best thing that I did was to watch YouTube tutorials. Like, YouTube University is free, y'all, and it is great. Collaborate with others and talk to other creators. Even if you sound annoying, I did it and it got me a long way. And I made a lot of friends doing it. I've met so many great people, so much fun. It's a great thing to do.
Yeah, I totally agree. I've met, like, honestly, not my best friends, but the most enjoyable interactions and friendships that I've made have been through music or filmmaking or being a creator. So I think that's totally great. So, do you have any upcoming projects on the way?
I don't have any like set release dates yet, but I have a song called Buy What I Want that is currently being mixed right now. There's like a little demo version of it on my second SoundCloud. And then I am reproducing a track called Aftertaste that I recorded, and I'm finishing that up. It's like really rough right now, but we're working on it.
Yeah, I'm so excited to hear it. What DAW do you use? Digital audio workstation for those who don't know what DAW is. And is there a specific plugin or patch you find yourself using often?
Ooh, I up until a few days ago, I was a Logic stan for life, and then I recently switched over to Ableton because I'm helping my girlfriend co-produce an album soon, and she uses Ableton, so we just decided it would be easier to like send project files back and forth, you know what I mean? But
Right, yeah.
discovered that I love the workflow of Ableton, but I love Serum too, and its sound design, like, it's fabulous. I love making dubstep basses in it, and I also love OTT because I like putting it on my vocals to make them sound really crisp.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I love crisp sounding vocals, and I've actually gotten so I ended up buying this like pack or something from Serum, and I didn't realize that I had to have Serum 2 to use it or whatever, so now I'm
Mhm.
like I'm hearing like, a lot of music, the sounds from Serum are really good for, like, hyperpop or dubstep, like, the sounds sound so, original. So, would you recommend someone start using Serum?
Yes, it was the first, like, actual synthesizer, like, I bought. It is so easy to learn. I picked it up really fast. Even if you don't know how to, like, use a synthesizer, you can fiddle around with it, and it is so fun. It is amazing. I love it. You can find so many free, like, little sound packs out there to mess around with on various websites. You can even like customize it with like skins and stuff if you don't want it to be like the green and whatever. I think mine is pink right now.
That's cool. One of the biggest parts for me is like visual stuff. I love bright colors and when you're able to like customize stuff. What's your favorite and least favorite part about producing a song?
Ooh, my favorite is definitely when I get to that part of producing when I'm like, "Oh shit, I sound so good right now. Like this song is a banger." You know what I mean? And my friends are like, "Girl, you were talking about how you hate everything you make 5 minutes ago." And my least favorite is definitely writer's block because I get horrible writer's block. Like it's so bad.
Do you prefer producing by yourself or collaborating with others? And what are some pros and cons of either?
I definitely think I love both. It just depends. I produce a lot. I make a lot of stuff with other people. Like my best friend, Toxique, her and I make a lot of stuff together. Like we definitely write a lot of songs together. I'll produce a little track and then I'll send it over to her and we'll co-write it. Or I'll get a beat from someone, I'll send it over to her and we'll co-write it. Or she'll mix a song for me. Because to be honest, I'm not good at mixing my own vocals. I'm too critical of my voice. But I love to collaborate, but I also like to make my own beats for demos, and then sometimes I'll send them to other people to, like, finalize them, if that makes sense. I'd
Yeah.
say I like to collaborate, but sometimes it is annoying for the waiting process because I am a little impatient.
Do you have any unreleased songs that you produced by yourself? And are any of them coming out?
I have a few instrumentals I might end up finishing and writing, but none of them have lyrics on them yet. So we will see.
Do you have days ever where you're working on a song and it's like just not working for you? And if so, what do you do to refresh your creative energy and get back into the loop?
For sure. I have like weeks like that sometimes, and it's the worst thing ever. I'll like open up the DAW and I'm just like, I am like trying to make something and it's just like not working. It's like, oh my God, like, what do I do? So usually I'll just like try to like lay like a rough thing down or like write something down. Or I'll even like go and like listen to like a mix on SoundCloud or like go through people I follow's likes and try to find some inspiration. Most of the time I'll just like go outside. I especially love it when there's a thunderstorm. I like go outside in the middle of the night and watch a thunderstorm. And like I'll take inspiration from a thunderstorm, which is random, but like I love thunderstorms.
Yeah, I feel like thunderstorms are so peaceful and like yeah, there's been times like growing up where I've been like on a creative block and then gone outside, looked at the stars, go took a walk or something, or even like sometimes like now I'll take a few weeks break and then I'll come back like totally refreshed. And then this leads me to ask a similar question. So like this happens to me and I've talked to some friends about it too. So I wonder if if it's something with like all creators. With singing specifically, do you ever have times where you want to like record a song, but for some reason your voice just isn't working that day?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Like, I just like try to sing and I sound like a dying chicken or something. Like, you know, those like chicken squeeze toys that are like, ah, you know what I mean? Like, I sound
Yeah.
exactly like that.
I'm so happy that I'm not alone with that. In the process of creating a song, we often can get burnt out on hearing it, and sometimes after a while of working on them, our songs begin to sound cringy to us. Do you find that making a song quickly while the creativity is flowing is better or worse than songs you work on for weeks or longer?
I like to take a long time on songs because, like, I like everything to be perfect down to every little detail. I'm kind of a perfectionist. So, like, that could also be me being, like, really nitpicky, which isn't really a good thing, because like, then I'm, like, too overly perfectionist and I never release stuff.
Yeah, definitely. I can relate with that too. For the most part, all my songs have been like weeks or months work. Some songs I've even taken like over a year to finish. But then I do have some gems that like miraculously they manifested within a day or two. Like so it really just depends, but I'm with you. I like to take a little bit longer. So what was the inspiration for your song OMG? It's a bop and needs to be a viral sound. What kind of song did you set out to make and how did that come about?
OMG, I love that song. So it was so fun because baby Alex, she produced that track and she sent me the file for the instrumental. And the file was called Femboy Racetrack. I remember the part that's like limousine, private jet, do my CrossFit. I remember I just wrote that in like 5 minutes. Like that whole little hook part, I wrote it and I was like, I don't know what else to write to this. So then I messaged Toxique, my best friend, and I was like, girl, let's write the rest of this together. And so we wrote it in like a night and we just made it as silly and stupid as possible. It's just such a fun little stupid song. We included samples from the part that's like, holy shit, are you cereal? Is from our favorite video game, Life is Strange. And then the part that's like, that boy in love, he got my selfie as his lock screen is just like a stupid line. Like the whole song is just dumb and like fun. It's just like whimsical. I love that song.
I feel like whimsical is a really great way to describe the essence of that song. I love it as well. What's your creative process like? Do you write lyrics first, melodies first, production first, or does it really just vary?
I'll usually produce first and then I'll write lyrics. But sometimes I'll write like a hook in my notes app and then I'll make a little beat and then I'll record the hook and then I'll produce around it and like write the rest of the song. But mostly I'll produce first because that's just easier for me to. to write around, I guess.
Right. Yeah, I totally agree. Usually for me, I start with producing, like you said, or even just at least a beat, like a drums or something. Usually how it goes for me. So how do you handle collaborations? Do you start with intentions to collaborate or does it just happen naturally?
I'm kind of cringe about it. With like the people that I usually collaborate with, like I have like a select few people I collaborate with, like Maple, Alex, and then my best friend Toxic, and then sometimes my friend Sabrina. But I met Maple and Alex. I was like, "Do you do commissions? Like, can I like commission you for an instrumental? Like, can I commission you for production?" And they were like, "Okay, like I guess." Like, and then we just started collaborating on different projects here and there and blah blah blah. And then I've like eventually worked with Maple more and more, and she featured me on one of her albums. I just like reach out to people like blindly, which I don't know if you're supposed to do, but I kind of just do. Like I don't know how else to do it.
I found that works the best too, whether it be like I have more experience with like doing interviews or collaborating on like social media posts and stuff like that. I feel like putting yourself out there in a way where you're like, I don't care if this is like the standard professional way to reach out. I'm just going to go for it. And I feel like nowadays a lot of business collaborations happen in Instagram DMs, so I think that's great to put yourself out there like that.
Yeah, that's really true. And it's so funny because I'm a really socially awkward person in real life, but online I'm actually like kind of a very out there person. So it's like I'm kind of the complete opposite version of myself in DMs.
I totally agree, and I feel like as an artist, like, there's this part that you're super private and introverted, but at the same time, you're, like, extroverted and, like, very relatable. So I love your song After Party, it's so catchy and it literally gives me life. How was collaborating with Barely Human?
Oh, yeah, that was fun. He's like really sweet. Um, I did that song back in I don't even know when that song was released. Like 2023, maybe? I remember he posted on his story that he was doing free features because he had like 2,000 followers back then. And I saw that and I followed, like, I was like, oh, free features. Okay. So I messaged him. I was like, hey, I have this song. It's mixed by Alex. Like, there's an open verse on it. Do you want on it? And he was like, okay, yeah, I'm doing free features for the day. And I sent it to him and then he sent me that back. And like, that's how After Party became a thing, was because he was doing free features for the day.
Wow, that's so cool. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Yeah, sometimes that's just how it happens. Right place, right time. I see you've collaborated with Baby Alex on multiple songs. You two sound great together. What's the collaboration process like? And are there going to be any more collaborations between you two?
Yeah, I love Alex. She's my favorite. She was actually the first person I ever commissioned for a song on In My Car. And I discovered her because of her song Garage, or no, it was Bimbo, that I found her on SoundCloud and I was like, I like this girl. She sounds good. So I followed her on Instagram and but yeah, there's definitely going to be more in the future. I'll always be bugging her about mixing my vocals and helping me write, and I don't care how annoying she thinks I am. Like, I will send her my money and she will take it.
Yay, I'm excited to hear more from you too. Do you ever make up stories and then you'll write a song from the character's perspective of the story you've created?
I want to do that more. I would love to do a whole concept album. I don't know. Like, my favorite album right now is Love and Pony Step by Violet Pony. And like, it's kind of like this whole concept album almost. Like, it's sort of a concept album. And like, I feel like if I did a concept album, it would be cringy, but like maybe that's because I'm not at that level of songwriting yet.
I love a good concept album. It's just like it's like a world you could just dive into and there's all this lore. And then the next album can be something completely unrelated. So I love how that is. Your song Miss Minnie V makes me grind, and I've been waking up to it stuck in my head. I love the vocal repetition, like Miss Minnie V. Miss Minnie. Yeah. And then the square synth sound is like super infectious. Did you set out to make a fire theme song or how did that come about?
I don't that song is kind of a blur. I don't remember like making much of it. I just remember Alex produced it and then she wrote the hook for it. And I remember when she sent me the little demo of it, it was like, "You can do it like me. I have the best melodies." And I was like, "Wait,
Yes.
I love this." And the bass on that song is just so good. Like it just ooh, it's so like you know what I mean? I think
Literally.
I don't even remember what I sent her for inspiration for that track. It was probably like Stupid Ho or something by Onika. We don't talk about her. But you know that
She who
song.
must not be named. Yeah.
Yeah, I've it was back before she
Yes.
was, you know.
But that's just such a sad topic for me, but whatever. I've made my peace with it.
Yeah. I know,
Uh,
me too.
do you think singles, EPs, or albums are most important for an artist to come out with as they're breaking into the scene, and what's worked for you?
Controversial, but I think mixtapes because I released Diva as an album, but now I don't think it's cohesive enough to be an album, so I changed it to a mixtape. So I think mixtapes because I think you can put whatever the hell you want on a mixtape and it can be a little jumbled and a little messy and you can put it out there and have a whole bunch of tracks on it and be like, this is what I want to make. This is me. This is my mixtape. You know what I mean? It's like a blueprint.
After a song is finished, do you have a ritual for your very first listen?
Um, Definitely show my parents, like show my mom and dad.
Oh, that's actually so great. I feel like that makes such a huge difference. Like, so, like for the people who do have the privilege to have their parents as supportive, my parents have been really supportive in regards to making music, filmmaking, and stuff like that. And yeah, I just feel like I feel very grateful to have that privilege. Or have you performed live?
I've done like when I used to do like a lot of drag, I did like drag shows and stuff, but I've never performed my music live, and I would love to. It's definitely on my bucket list. So hopefully there's like live like in Wichita, there's like punk shows, like there's hardcore venues and like DIY venues and stuff, and I would die to perform there. I just want to like get down with like all the grimy like fucking like DIY like punk kids like I want to play them some EDM music cuz I frequent those spots, you know what I mean?
I feel like you would fit in there well, and I just see it in your future. I just see you performing because you have enough material out there you can. So it'd be great to see you start doing that. Okay, do you ever doubt yourself, and how do you work past that?
All the time. Like I think that's like a normal thing is to doubt yourself if you're an artist. I always think about like getting out of Kansas and stuff and I'm like, you know what? Someday I will do it and like my music will get out there with me.
Totally. I feel like that's a key mindset to have. So, what do you think about artists promoting releases by using short clips of their songs on reels repeatedly? Does it help, or do you think it can get like too repetitive?
I mean, I've done it like a couple of times, but like nothing like major. But it can definitely get a little crazy. Like there's some people who just farm the same clip over and over and over. And I'm just like, bro, give it up. Like, farm a new clip. You know what I mean?
Right. Exactly. I feel like major like okay, artists, like bigger artists that are signed to major labels are most guilty of that.
I think under 10 is probably the maximum.
Music business can get messy sometimes. When collaborating, do you utilize contracts? What have you found works for you?
I never have. I have just, I guess, picked the right collaborators and, you know, I've never had anything bad happen to me. I found the people I've collaborated with, like, I found them through songs that like went viral on TikTok. I found Maple because in 2020 there was this song called Play Poker by Sebi that she did a remix of that went like kind of viral, and I was like, I like this song. I'm gonna. So I was like, I don't think she would like scam me or nothing. Like I don't know. Like I don't know. I maybe I just trust people too easily.
No, I mean, I see what you're saying. It's really important to like before you actually reach out for a collaboration or something to like make sure you like you know it's gonna you guys are gonna get along. You're kind of in the same area, like same category. So yeah, I think that's great. And not everything has to be super formal. It's like a big part of like getting out there is like just doing it. What do you think about people using AI music generating apps?
Oh, I hate it. Um, it's like
I hate it too.
I don't get the point. It's like it takes the soul out of music. Music is something you can express your feelings and emotion through, or you don't even have to express your feelings and emotions through music, but just like, what, even if you want to go partying and write a song about it, AI can't do that. You know what I mean?
To flat out just like like hey, write a song for me. Here's the lyrics. Like it does take the fun out of it because a huge part of why I like making music is like sitting there at night for hours working on the song, watching it be birthed essentially. Yeah, so I'm totally with you. I've noticed a lot of artists have more music on SoundCloud that may not be on streaming services. I found SoundCloud is a good testing ground and a portal to publish demos or mixtapes. Do you see SoundCloud in a different way than other platforms like Spotify or Apple Music?
For sure. SoundCloud is like low key, like where all the weirdos and cool people hang out. Like, I found so many amazing underground like people through SoundCloud, and like I listened to so many like unreleased songs on SoundCloud. It's like where the weird kids hang out.
I feel like it's more raw. Like it's more like a mixtape compared to like an album. You know, like an album is like, okay, we gotta get all the best songs, and if they're not good enough, it's not going on the album. But then a mixtape gives you the freedom to be like, here's all I got, here's the blueprint, take what you want from it. So yeah, I definitely see SoundCloud as like that, like no rules, anything goes, here's the raw creativity. What do you think about selling physical CDs, cassettes, and vinyls versus just having your music available as digital downloads and for streaming? Do you think physical media is necessary, or do you think it's not as relevant as it used to be?
1,000,000%. I am all for CDs. I collect CDs and stuff, and I sold CDs of my mixtape a while ago. So I'm 1,000,000% for selling CDs and selling cassettes and vinyls and stuff. I think it's better because like I love being able to hold the album and like look at it and have it in my collection and be like, "Lol, I have the the album that you don't have. I'm better than you." Loser.
Right, exactly. And I like that vinyls and physical media in general has like gotten more popular in these last few years because it's literally a work of art. Like I can't think of like if I have a favorite album, I need to have the actual album. I need to look through the little booklet. I need to hold it in my hand and like maybe I won't ever listen to the actual CD because I'm just streaming my music, but it's like it's classic art that you need to have. So yeah, I love that. Well, first, do you have any music videos? And also, do you think that they're still necessary to break through in 2026?
I have like music videos I've made in my room, but like those don't count in my opinion because like I made it alone in my room. If I'm gonna make a music video, it has to be grand and extravagant or like something artsy and cool. You know what I mean? And I definitely think
Yeah,
music
totally.
videos are still needed because I love music videos. Ooh, I sit I sit in my room and I put music videos on my TV and I watch music videos until late at night because I love music videos. They are great. They are fabulous.
Me too. I feel like a single is not complete until we see the video. I mean, it depends because like I'm not trying to knock like, independent artists that, some people may not have, the resources to make a music video that they would like to put out or whatever. So it's not like it's the song's empty without it, but what I'm saying is it kind of just takes the song to another level. And yeah, and I'm a huge fan of just putting music videos on. and just chilling, and like why watch Netflix when you have YouTube music videos?
Or I'll like make a song and I'll like think of what the music video could look like in my head, if that makes sense.
Anytime I make a song, I like already I just can see it. Like my mind's I'm very like I have a very visual mind. So yeah, I'm totally there with you. All like I from the minute the song's starting to form, I'm like I know I'm gonna be looking like this, I'm gonna be dressed like this, it's gonna have this scene, this storyline, blah 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 blah. So cool. What are some new artists that you found whose sound sticks out to you?
Like I stick with like the same artist. I guess like I recently like started to really delve into underscores. I love her. AG Cook is another one who's not new for sure, but I've definitely started to get deeper into his discography more.
What is your vision for your craft for the next few years?
I would definitely love to release like a fully fleshed out album that's like actually like good with like music videos and all. Um, I would love to do like a dubstep album, very inspired by like Skrillex, like that type of vibe. Something a little more mature sounding, I think, since I'm a little more grown up than I was when I released my previous work. Because I released all that when I was like 17 and I'm 20 now.
I'd love to hear a like dubstep album from you. I love dubstep and I feel like it's slowly coming back. A song on Evanescence's new album, the song's called Rapture. There's some dubstep kind of glitchy sounds. Yeah, I would just like love for it to come back. What advice would you give to your younger self if you had a time machine?
Ooh, definitely keep making stuff and write more songs. Write as much as you can. And like have more fun with it. Don't take yourself as seriously.
What's your idea of success? Like at what point would you say I've achieved everything I've wanted to do?
Ooh, I'd love to go like on tour. It's so random, but I'd love to perform at a furry rave. Like my goal in life is to DJ at a furry rave.
I
Yeah, I'd
feel
love
like
to
that's the perfect place for you and your music.
yes, do that. I would love to just like travel with my music. I would love to just be able to live successfully off of it and do some music videos. If I can do a music video,
Right.
I know I've made it.
I feel like you're gonna pop off. Now I have a new favorite artist. What can listeners expect to see from you in the future?
Definitely a lot more songs, some cute looks on my Instagram, maybe some random shit posts on my Instagram story, and then maybe some random demos on my SoundCloud. Because who knows?
Yes.
Maybe I'll decide to post some demos.
You should. Everyone would love to hear it. Can you please let the audience know where they can find you and your music?
You can find me on Instagram.com. My username is Minnie_Van_Driver. And then you can find me on Spotify or SoundCloud if you search up Minnie Van Driver. And then my little second account on SoundCloud is Minnie Van Driver Archive, which is where I post all my like little demos and stuff, my unreleased tracks.
I'm gonna have to do a deep dive on that after we get off here. So thank you so much for letting me interview you. I love your music. I know you're gonna pop off, and I had a great time. Thank you so 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 much.
Thank you for interviewing me. You're like actually the sweetest. Like, you're the best.
You're the sweetest. Stop.
Stop!
Oh,
Stop it!
stop. You
Stop!
stop.
No, no, you
I
stop
said
it.
stop.
Okay.
Stop it.
Ah,
Okay.